Ladies, have you ever wondered why some women seem to captivate a man's attention without saying a single word? What if I told you there's a set of silent moves, subtle yet powerful, that can transform how men perceive you? Imagine walking into a room and effortlessly becoming the woman he can't take his eyes off of without uttering a syllable. Sounds magical, doesn't it? Now, let's debunk a common myth. Attraction is not about saying the right things or trying to impress him with grand gestures. It's about the energy you radiate, the unspoken signals you send, and the mystery you embody. But here's the truth no one tells you. Most of us are sabotaging our chances by overthinking, over-talking, or trying too hard. What if, instead, you could lean into quiet confidence and draw him closer, almost like a magnetic pull? This isn't about manipulation. It's about authenticity. It's about discovering the love Stoic within you. A woman who embodies calm confidence and self-assurance, rooted in the timeless principles of Stoicism. Over the next few moments, I'll share 10 silent moves that work like a charm to attract him effortlessly. Each one is practical, transformative, and, best of all, attainable for anyone ready to embrace their inner magnetism. Are you ready to unlock this secret world of silent attraction? Let's dive into the first move that sets everything in motion, the art of subtle eye contact. 1. The art of subtle eye contact. Picture this. You're at a party and across the room you notice him. He's talking with his friends, completely unaware of your presence, until your eyes meet his. It's brief, a fleeting connection, but in that moment, it's as if time slows down. What's happening here isn't accidental. It's the silent power of eye contact. Why does eye contact work so effectively? Because our eyes are windows to our emotions. They convey confidence, curiosity, and even a hint of mischief, all without a single word. A lingering glance suggests, "I see you and I'm intrigued." But here's the trick. It's all about balance. Too much staring can feel intense, while looking away too quickly might seem disinterested. Start with a playful look. Hold his gaze for just a second longer than usual, and then break it with a soft smile. This combination creates a ripple of curiosity. He'll start wondering, who is she? What's on her mind? Now think about the subtle art of a follow-up glance. After that initial connection, allow him to catch you looking at him again, but only briefly. These small, deliberate moments of attention send a silent but clear message. You've caught my eye, and I'm not afraid to let you know. What makes this even more effective is tying it to your energy. A confident gaze doesn't just come from your eyes, it's the energy behind them. When you're rooted in self-assurance and calmness, you radiate an unshakable presence. This is where the stoicism within you shines. You're not seeking approval or validation. You're simply present in the moment, enjoying the silent dance of attraction. But what if you're shy? Eye contact doesn't have to be bold. It can be subtle, even shyly flirtatious. Instead of holding his gaze directly, try glancing at him, looking down for a moment, and then meeting his eyes again. This creates an air of mystery and playfulness, which can be just as captivating. Let's address another key element: authenticity. Your gaze should come from a place of genuine curiosity. Men are instinctively drawn to authenticity because it feels rare in a world full of pretense. If your eyes reveal an honest interest in him, not just as someone to impress, but as someone you're intrigued by, it's an irresistible combination. Think about it. How often do we truly connect with someone through eye contact in a world dominated by screens? By offering him your full, undivided attention, even for a moment, you stand out. You become the woman who's fully present, the woman who makes him feel seen in a way no one else has. So here's your challenge. Practice the art of subtle eye contact in your everyday life. Whether you're passing someone on the street, speaking with a barista, or simply people watching, use your eyes to convey a silent message. Let your gaze linger just long enough to spark curiosity, and then leave him wondering what's behind the captivating look. Are you starting to feel the power of silent attraction? If this resonates, just wait until we dive into the next move. It's all about mastering body language to amplify the signals you're already sending. Ready for more? Stay with me, because things are about to get even more irresistible. 2. Mastering your body language. Ladies, let's talk about something we often overlook, but that is always speaking louder than words: your body language. Have you ever noticed how someone's mere presence can captivate a room? It's not about what they say. It's about how they move, how they hold themselves, and the silent signals they send. Body language is your secret weapon, a language of its own that men instinctively respond to. Now here's the kicker. Most of us aren't even aware of the signals we're sending. Are you unintentionally closing yourself off with crossed arms or a rigid posture? Or are you radiating warmth and openness that silently invites him in? Let's dive into how you can master your body language and make it work for you effortlessly. First, start with posture. Confidence begins with how you carry yourself. Imagine a string pulling you gently upward from the top of your head. Your shoulders are relaxed but back, your chest slightly open, and your spine tall. This posture signals self-assurance and elegance, and men notice it immediately. When you walk into a room like this, you exude presence without saying a single word. Next, let's talk about movement. Have you ever seen someone glide across a room with such grace that you can't help but watch? That's the power of intentional movement. Slow down your gestures just a little. When you reach for something, let your movements flow smoothly, almost as if you're dancing with the air around you. This gives off a sense of poise and confidence that's incredibly alluring. Now, here's a tip that's often overlooked: mirroring. People are naturally drawn to those who subtly reflect their movements and energy. It's a subconscious signal that says we're in sync. For example, if he leans forward slightly while talking, you might do the same, just a touch. If he gestures with his hands, allow your own gestures to echo his pace. This isn't about copying him, it's about creating a sense of connection through unspoken cues. But let's not stop there. One of the most powerful ways to use body language is through the art of openness. This means uncrossed arms, relaxed shoulders, and slightly angled legs that face him during conversation. When your body is open, it sends a silent invitation. I'm comfortable, and I'm open to connecting with you. Contrast that with crossed arms, which can signal disinterest or defensiveness. And let's not forget the magic of small, deliberate touches. I'm not talking about anything overt, just subtle, almost accidental moments that create intimacy. For instance, lightly brushing his arm when you're laughing at something he said, or a brief touch on his shoulder to emphasize a point. These micro moments create a spark of closeness without feeling forced. Now, here's where Stoicism, yes, Stoicism, comes into play. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of embodying calm confidence. A Stoic woman doesn't fidget nervously or overreact with her movements. Instead, she's composed, deliberate, and unshakable. When you channel this calm, grounded energy into your body language, you stand out as someone who is utterly in control of herself, and that's irresistible. But body language isn't just about how you move, it's also about how you use your space. Confident women don't shrink themselves. Whether you're sitting, standing, or walking, claim your space unapologetically. Stand tall, sit comfortably, and move through the world as if you belong wherever you are, because you do. Let me share a quick story to bring this to life. A friend of mine was at a coffee shop. sitting with her legs crossed tightly and her arms wrapped around her mug. She looked small, even though she didn't mean to. When she shifted, sitting up straighter, resting her arms casually on the table, and occasionally leaning slightly forward, it was like a switch flipped. The man sitting nearby noticed her instantly. By simply opening her posture and owning her space, she became magnetic. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but isn't this all too subtle? Will he even notice? And the answer is absolutely. Men are hardwired to pick up on non-verbal cues. They notice your confidence, your openness, and the way you move, even if they can't consciously articulate it. So here's your challenge. Practice intentional body language. Start with small changes, stand taller, slow down your movements, and let your body reflect calm confidence. When you're out in the world, pay attention to how people respond. You'll be amazed at how these silent shifts create a ripple effect. Before we move on, I want to know, are you already feeling the power of these moves? If so, like this video and comment number 1 to let me know that you're loving it so far. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the rest of these transformative silent moves. Trust me, what's coming next will take your allure to a whole new level. 3. The magnetic smile. Let's unlock a secret most people underestimate: the power of a genuine magnetic smile. A smile can light up a room, draw someone closer, and leave a lasting impression without you saying a word. But here's the catch. It's not just about smiling, it's about smiling with intention. Think about the last time someone smiled at you. Was it a polite, surface-level grin, or was it a warm, genuine expression that felt like a small gift? That's the kind of smile we're talking about, the one that makes him feel seen, appreciated, and intrigued all at once. Why is a smile so powerful? Because it's universal. It's a language everyone understands, and it communicates positivity, approachability, and confidence. A well-timed smile can shift the energy in a conversation, soften a tense moment, or ignite attraction in an instant. It's the ultimate silent move because it works on such a deep, subconscious level. But not all smiles are created equal. A magnetic smile comes from within. It's tied to your emotions and your energy. When you're genuinely happy, amused, or curious, your smile reaches your eyes. It's not forced or rehearsed, it's authentic, and that's where its power lies. Here's how you can make your smile more magnetic. Start by relaxing your face. Tension in your jaw, brows, or cheeks dampens the natural warmth of a smile. Take a deep breath, let your facial muscles soften, and allow your smile to bloom naturally. When you're relaxed, your smile will feel effortless, and he'll feel the ease in your energy. Another key element: timing. A smile that appears at just the right moment can make a conversation unforgettable. Imagine he's telling you a story, and you smile right when he shares something funny or endearing. That moment of connection makes him feel validated and seen. Now, let's add a touch of playfulness. A teasing smile, a slight curve of your lips, maybe paired with a raised brow, creates intrigue. It says, "I know something you don't," or "I'm not going to tell you everything just yet." This type of smile is especially powerful when paired with the subtle eye contact we talked about earlier. It invites him to lean in, to want to know more. But there's another layer to this: smiling even when you're not directly interacting with him. For example, let's say you're at an event, chatting with friends, or simply enjoying yourself. When you're smiling naturally, you radiate a joyful, confident energy that draws people in, even from across the room. He'll notice you, not because you're trying to get his attention, but because you're embodying the kind of warmth and happiness that's magnetic. This brings us to an essential point. Your smile isn't just for him, it's for you. When you smile, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, boosting your mood and making you feel more confident. This internal glow is what makes your smile irresistible. A magnetic smile also ties deeply to the principles of Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded, composed, and focused on what we can control: our emotions, our reactions, and our energy. A calm, confident smile is a reflection of that inner balance. It says, I'm at peace with myself, and I'm choosing to share that peace with the world. Now, let's talk about one last element: the unexpected smile. This is when you catch him off guard, smiling at a moment he doesn't expect, maybe when he's looking at you, lost in thought, or when he's saying something earnest. This small, surprising gesture can leave a lasting impact, making him think about you long after the moment has passed. A smile is more than just a facial expression. It's a powerful, silent way to connect, intrigue, and leave an impression. So, the next time you find yourself in his presence, let your smile do the talking. It's subtle, effortless, and it's one of the most magnetic moves you can make. And remember, this isn't about being someone you're not. It's about embracing your natural charm and letting it shine through a simple, genuine smile. You'll be amazed at how far this quiet yet powerful move can take you. Stay tuned, because there's so much more to uncover. Fourth, confidence in silence. Ladies, let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt truly comfortable in silence? Whether it was with someone else or even with yourself, silence can feel intimidating. But when used with intention, it becomes one of the most alluring tools in your arsenal. Confidence in silence is the quiet, unshakable energy that says, I don't need to fill the space with words to command attention. Have you ever noticed how powerful it feels when someone is simply at ease, sitting quietly, yet their presence fills the room? That's the essence of confidence in silence. It's not about ignoring him or playing hard to get. It's about showing that you're completely at peace with yourself. And let me tell you, there's nothing more magnetic than a woman who radiates self-assurance without uttering a single word. So, how do you embody this kind of confidence? First, let's address the root cause of why silence can feel uncomfortable. Fear. Fear of awkwardness, fear of being judged, or fear of losing his attention. But here's the truth. Silence isn't your enemy. It's your ally. It gives you the space to observe, to connect deeply, and to let your natural energy do the talking. The key to mastering confidence in silence is rooted in your mindset. Instead of rushing to fill a pause in the conversation, lean into it. Let the silence linger just a moment longer than feels natural. This doesn't mean staring at him blankly or leaving him hanging. It's about giving the moment space to breathe. When you do this, you're subtly telling him, I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I'm not afraid to hold this space. Now, let's talk about the subtle moves that enhance this silent confidence. To start, your body language plays a significant role. Maintain a relaxed posture, keep your gaze soft yet steady, and let your movements remain calm and deliberate. These physical cues reinforce the message that you're unshakable. And here's a secret. When you embrace silence, you invite him to step into the space. Men often feel compelled to fill the silence, which creates an opportunity for you to observe and truly listen. This makes you appear thoughtful and deeply engaged, two traits that are incredibly attractive. Silence also gives you an edge in building intrigue. When you don't feel the need to explain or overshare, you naturally create an air of mystery. He'll start wondering, what's she thinking? What's her story? That curiosity is a powerful force that keeps him coming back for more. But what if you're in a moment where silence feels awkward? The trick is to pair it with subtle actions that show you're comfortable. For instance, if you're sitting across from him, you could take a sip of your drink, adjust your hair lightly, or glance away for a brief moment before returning your attention to him. These small gestures keep the energy flowing while maintaining the magnetic tension of silence. Let's tie this back to Stoicism, which teaches us to find calm amidst chaos and to embrace stillness as a source of strength. When you're comfortable in silence, you embody these principles. You're not seeking validation or approval. You're simply present in the moment, grounded and confident. That kind of energy is rare, and men are instinctively drawn to it. Now, here's a practical challenge for you. The next time you're in a conversation, resist the urge to fill every pause. Instead, allow a moment of silence to settle and notice how he responds. You'll be amazed at how this subtle shift changes the dynamic, making you appear more confident and composed. Are you beginning to feel the power of these silent moves? If this resonates with you, like this video and comment number 1 to let me know you're loving this journey of self-discovery and connection. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel because there's so much more to come. The next silent move will take your allure to an even deeper level, so stay tuned. 5. Dressing with intention. Let's step into one of the most underestimated silent moves, the way you dress. Your outfit isn't just clothing, it's a story you tell without words, a reflection of your personality and a silent signal that captivates him before you even say hello. But here's the key. Dressing with intention isn't about following trends or wearing what you think others will like. It's about showcasing your unique style and highlighting what makes you feel confident and beautiful. Imagine walking into a room wearing something that feels like you. Your clothes don't just fit, they flow with your energy. The colors, the textures, the accessories, all of it comes together to create a silent yet powerful statement. When you dress with intention, you're not trying to impress anyone. Instead, you're expressing a part of yourself that words can't capture. So, how do you do this? Start by understanding what makes you feel your best. Is it a tailored blazer that hugs your figure perfectly? A flowing dress that makes you feel elegant and free? Or maybe it's something as simple as your favorite pair of jeans that fit like a dream. When you wear something that feels good on your body, you exude a quiet confidence that's impossible to ignore. The next step is to consider the details. Small touches like a delicate necklace, a bold pair of earrings, or even a hint of your signature scent add depth and intrigue to your look. These details invite him to notice you on a deeper level, sparking curiosity and admiration. Think of these elements as your silent conversation starters. Colors play a significant role too. Soft, neutral tones convey calmness and approachability, while bold, vibrant hues can suggest confidence and passion. The key is to choose colors that complement your skin tone and mood. You're not just dressing for the occasion, you're dressing to express how you feel. But let's take this a step further. Mystery. Leaving a little to the imagination is one of the most powerful things you can do. A slightly off-the-shoulder sweater, a slit in your dress, or even a well-fitted jacket over a playful top hints at what's underneath without giving everything away. It's subtle, elegant, and incredibly magnetic. Now, here's something we often forget. The way you carry yourself in your outfit matters just as much as the outfit itself. When you love what you're wearing, it shows in your posture, your stride, and even your smile. You're not just wearing clothes, you're owning them. That confidence creates an aura of allure that's hard to ignore. Let me share a story. A woman I know, Clara, had always dressed conservatively, thinking that keeping things neutral and safe was the way to go. But one day, she decided to wear a red dress she'd bought on impulse but had never dared to wear. The transformation was immediate. It wasn't just the dress, it was how she felt in it. She stood taller, walked more confidently, and radiated a new kind of energy. The men around her noticed, not just the dress, but the woman wearing it. This is what happens when you dress with intention. You shift how you feel about yourself, and that shift is palpable to everyone around you. And here's where Stoicism plays a role again. Dressing with intention aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control. You may not control his reaction, but you can control how you present yourself, and that's where your power lies. Let's address a common misconception. Dressing with intention doesn't mean you have to be flashy or over the top. It's not about wearing the most expensive or elaborate outfit. It's about choosing pieces that make you feel at home in your skin, pieces that tell your story in a way that words never could. So the next time you're choosing an outfit, ask yourself, what do I want to communicate? Confidence? Mystery? Playfulness? Your clothes are your canvas, and you're the artist. Paint a picture that makes you feel proud, beautiful, and uniquely you. And remember, this isn't just about attracting him, it's about honoring yourself. When you dress with intention, you show the world that you value yourself enough to take the time to shine. That's a silent move he'll notice without you even trying. Stay tuned, because the next move will take things to a whole new level. 6. The impact of light. Touches. Have you ever noticed how a simple touch can linger in your memory? A light brush of the hand, a gentle tap on the arm. It's fleeting, almost unnoticeable, yet it leaves an impression that words never could. This is the subtle art of using light touches to build connection, spark chemistry, and create an unspoken bond that stays with him long after the moment has passed. But here's the secret. This isn't about being overly forward or making grand gestures. It's about using touch sparingly and intentionally to enhance your presence and communicate warmth, confidence, and intimacy, all without saying a word. Why is touch so powerful? Because it taps directly into the human psyche. A well-timed touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, creating a feeling of closeness and trust. It's a universal language that transcends words, speaking directly to his emotions and instincts. So, how do you use light touches effectively? Start with subtlety. Imagine you're in the middle of a lively conversation, and he says something funny. A gentle tap on his arm as you laugh can amplify the moment, signaling that you're engaged and comfortable with him. This small, almost incidental gesture says so much. I'm enjoying this interaction, and I'm comfortable enough to let my guard down. Another scenario. Let's say you're walking side by side. A light, momentary touch on his shoulder to guide him in a certain direction creates an unspoken connection. Or perhaps you're sitting across from him and you reach out briefly to emphasize a point. These touches aren't about drawing attention. They're about creating micro moments of connection that resonate on a deeper level. The key here is to make it natural and fleeting. The magic of light touches lies in their subtlety. A touch that lingers too long can feel deliberate or forced, while one that's too brief might go unnoticed. Aim for that perfect in-between, a touch that's noticeable but leaves him wanting more. Now, let's talk about confidence. Light touches are most effective when they come from a place of self-assuredness. If you're nervous or hesitant, it can translate into the touch itself. Instead, embrace your inner Stoic, someone who is grounded, composed, and completely at ease with herself. When your energy is calm and confident, your touch will feel natural and magnetic. Let's not forget context. Touch should always feel appropriate to the situation and the level of comfort between you. For example, a touch on the forearm during a casual chat might feel perfect, while something more intimate, like brushing his hand, works best in a setting where you're already sharing a deeper connection. Here's a story to bring this to life. A friend of mine, Eva, was out on a casual first date. They were seated at a cozy cafe, talking about their favorite travel destinations. At one point, Eva leaned forward slightly, placed her hand lightly on his arm and said, "I'd love to hear more about that trip to Italy." It was a brief moment, but it changed the entire dynamic. He later told her that her touch felt warm and natural, creating a spark that stayed with him for days. This is the power of light touches. They linger in his mind, evoking warmth and intrigue long after the moment has passed. And remember, this isn't about overthinking or trying to force anything. The most effective touches happen when you're fully present and enjoying the moment. When your intention is genuine, your touch will carry that authenticity, making it even more impactful. Now let's add a layer of mystery to this silent move. Sometimes, not touching can create just as much intrigue as touching itself. For instance, if you're sitting close to him, the almost but not quite touch of your arm grazing his can spark a tantalizing tension. It's the kind of unspoken chemistry that leaves him wondering, was that intentional? Are you starting to see how these small, deliberate gestures can create a big impact? If this resonates with you, like this video and comment number 1 to let me know you're feeling the power of these silent moves. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more transformative tips that help you unlock your inner magnetism. The next move we'll explore will deepen your connection in ways you never imagined. Stay with me. 7. Being genuinely present. In a world where distractions pull us in every direction, the ability to be genuinely present is like a breath of fresh air. Imagine this. You're sitting across from him, fully engaged, your eyes softly locked on his, and every word he says landing with you like a shared secret. In that moment, you're not just listening, you're there. This kind of presence is rare, and it's magnetic. Being present means offering your undivided attention, free from interruptions or pretense. It's not about waiting for your turn to speak or crafting the perfect response in your mind. It's about truly hearing him, seeing him, and allowing the moment to unfold naturally. When you do this, you create a connection that goes beyond words, a connection that lingers in his memory. But let's not sugarcoat it. Being present isn't always easy. We live in a fast-paced world, and it's tempting to glance at your phone, let your thoughts wander, or fill the silence with chatter. True presence requires intention and effort, but the rewards are worth it. So, how do you practice genuine presence? Start with your body language. Lean in slightly when he's speaking to show that you're engaged. Nod subtly or offer small affirmations like a gentle smile or a soft, "I see." These signals tell him that his words matter to you. Next, quiet your mind. It's easy to let your thoughts race, wondering what he thinks of you, how you look, or what you'll say next. But when your mind is elsewhere, it's hard to connect fully. Instead, anchor yourself in the moment. Focus on his tone, his expressions, and the way his eyes light up when he's passionate about something. This level of attention not only makes him feel valued, but also allows you to understand him on a deeper level. Now, let's talk about the art of pauses. Sometimes being present means resisting the urge to fill every moment with words. Silence can be incredibly powerful, as we discussed earlier. When you leave space in the conversation, it allows both of you to reflect and connect in a way that feels unhurried and meaningful. Here's a subtle move that amplifies your presence: mirroring. When you reflect his energy, whether it's through matching his pace, mirroring his gestures, or aligning your tone with his, you create a subconscious sense of harmony. This doesn't mean copying him. It means tuning into his rhythm and meeting him where he is. Presence is also about authenticity. When you're fully yourself, without masks or pretenses, you create a space where he feels safe to do the same. This level of vulnerability is rare and incredibly attractive. It tells him, I'm here as I am, and I'm inviting you to do the same. Let me share a story that illustrates this perfectly. A friend of mine, Sophia, was on a date with someone she was really interested in. Instead of trying to impress him with stories or jokes, she simply asked thoughtful questions and listened, truly listened. She noticed the way his hands moved when he was excited, the way his voice softened when he talked about his family. By the end of the evening, he told her, I feel like I've never been this comfortable talking to someone before. This is the magic of being genuinely present. It's not about dazzling him with your words or trying to be someone you're not. It's about creating a moment where he feels seen, heard, and understood. Presence ties deeply to Stoicism, the philosophy of being grounded in the moment and focusing on what you can control. You can't control how he feels or what he thinks, but you can control your attention, your energy, and your ability to show up fully. When you embody this calm, centered presence, you radiate confidence and authenticity. Finally, let's remember that presence isn't just about him. It's about you. When you're fully engaged in the moment, you experience a deeper connection, not just with him, but also with yourself. You become more aware of your feelings, your desires, and your intuition. And that inner awareness is the foundation of true confidence. So, the next time you're with him, practice being fully present. Put your phone away, quiet your mind, and let the conversation unfold naturally. Listen, not just to his words, but to what's beneath them, the emotions, the intentions, the little glimpses of who he truly is. You'll find that this kind of presence creates a bond that's unforgettable. Stay tuned, because the next silent move will add even more depth to your connection, making your presence irresistible. This journey is just getting started. 8. Harnessing mystery. Ladies, let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt intrigued by someone, not because of what they said, but because of what they didn't say? Mystery is one of the most powerful tools in the art of attraction. It's that tantalizing sense of curiosity, the unanswered question, that keeps him coming back for more. When you harness mystery, you become unforgettable, not because you're withholding, but because you invite him to explore you, layer by layer. Let's break this down. Mystery isn't about playing games or being evasive. It's about leaving enough unsaid to spark his curiosity. Think of yourself as a beautifully written book, one that reveals just enough in the first chapter to make him eager to turn the page. When you're too quick to share everything about yourself, you leave no room for intrigue. But when you allow him to discover you gradually, the journey becomes irresistible. So how do you cultivate mystery in your interactions? Start with the way you respond to his questions. Instead of giving overly detailed answers, offer just enough to pique his interest. For example, if he asks about your weekend, you might say, "It was amazing. I did something I've been wanting to do for ages." Then pause. Let him lean in and ask, "What was it?" This small moment of suspense keeps the energy alive and playful. Another way to embody mystery is through your body language. A subtle smile, a soft glance, or a pause before you respond can create an air of intrigue. These moments of quiet confidence make him wonder what's going on in your mind, drawing him to the unspoken layers of your personality. He'll find himself wanting to know more. Let's not forget the power of your actions. When your words and actions align but don't give everything away, you create a sense of unpredictability. For instance, you might talk about your love for adventure, but leave the details of your next trip open-ended. This keeps him curious about where life takes you next. Mystery also ties deeply to the principles of Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of the need for constant validation. When you embrace this mindset, you naturally create mystery. You're not seeking his approval or trying to prove anything. Instead, you're simply living your life with quiet confidence, inviting him to join the journey if he's curious enough. Here's an example. Imagine you're at a gathering and he asks about your favorite hobby. Instead of listing everything you do in detail, you might say, "I love exploring creative things. Right now, I'm working on something that's really exciting." Then smile and leave it at that. By not giving everything away, you invite him to take a step closer and ask, "What is it? Tell me more." But mystery isn't just about holding back. It's also about knowing when to reveal something. A well-placed story, a meaningful detail, or a glimpse of your deeper passions can keep him hooked. Think of it as giving him small, unexpected gifts that deepen the connection. And here's the secret. Mystery works best when paired with authenticity. You're not pretending to be someone you're not. You're simply allowing the layers of your personality to unfold naturally over time. This creates a sense of discovery, making every interaction feel fresh and exciting. Let me share a quick story. A woman I know, Elena, was at a dinner party where everyone was sharing their career achievements. Instead of listing her accolades, she said, "I love what I do. It's creative and keeps me on my toes." That was all she said. Later, one of the men at the party approached her, curious to know more. He said, "You've got me wondering, what is it that you do?" Her simple, mysterious approach sparked a deeper conversation that might never have happened if she'd revealed everything right away. This is the beauty of mystery. It creates opportunities for connection by inviting curiosity. Now, I'd love to know, are you starting to feel the power of harnessing mystery in your interactions? If this resonates with you, like this video and comment number 1 to let me know you're enjoying this journey. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more transformative tips. The next silent move will take your allure to an even deeper level, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. 9. The feminine energy aura. Ladies, let's delve into a force so powerful it can transform the way you connect with men, your feminine energy. This isn't about conforming to stereotypes or being overly delicate. It's about embracing the natural, authentic power within you that radiates softness, warmth, and grace. When you step into your feminine energy, you create an aura that's magnetic, inviting, and undeniably captivating. So, what is feminine energy, and how does it differ from masculine energy? While masculine energy is focused on action, logic, and structure, feminine energy is all about flow, intuition, and connection. It's about being rather than doing. And here's the secret. The contrast between these two energies creates an irresistible pull. When you embody your feminine essence, it naturally complements his masculine energy, drawing him closer without a single word. Now, let's explore how to cultivate this aura of feminine energy. First, embrace your emotions. Feminine energy thrives on authenticity, which means allowing yourself to feel fully, whether it's joy, curiosity, or even vulnerability. This doesn't mean being overly emotional or dramatic. It means being true to yourself and expressing your feelings with grace and honesty. For example, if he shares something that moves you, let your emotions show through. A soft smile, a gentle laugh, or even a moment of quiet reflection speaks volumes. These subtle expressions of emotion create a safe space for him to open up as well, deepening your connection on a meaningful level. Next, focus on your movements. Feminine energy is naturally fluid and graceful, so take your time with your gestures. Whether you're walking, reaching for something, or simply turning your head, Allow your movements to flow naturally and effortlessly. This doesn't mean you have to move like a ballerina. It's about being mindful and present in your body. Let's not forget the importance of your voice. A soft, calm tone carries feminine energy, inviting him into your world. This doesn't mean you have to speak quietly all the time, but infusing your voice with warmth and sincerity makes your words an extension of your energy. When you speak from a place of ease and confidence, your voice becomes a magnetic force of its own. One of the most powerful ways to channel feminine energy is through receptivity. Feminine energy is naturally open and welcoming, meaning being receptive to his attention, his ideas, and his presence. This doesn't mean you agree with everything he says or do whatever he wants, but it means creating a space where he feels valued and seen. For instance, when he's sharing a story or opening up about something personal, listen with genuine interest and show him through your expressions and gestures that you're fully engaged. This simple act of receptivity can create a powerful bond, as it allows him to feel safe and connected in your presence. Feminine energy also thrives on creativity and playfulness. Whether it's through your sense of humor, your curiosity, or your willingness to explore new ideas, these qualities add a sense of lightness and joy to your interactions. Men are naturally drawn to women who bring a sense of adventure and fun into their lives, so don't be afraid to let your playful side shine. Now, let's tie this back to Stoicism. At first glance, Stoicism and feminine energy might seem like opposites, but they're deeply complementary. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm, composed, and grounded, a perfect foundation for expressing feminine energy. When you combine the strength of Stoicism with the softness of femininity, you create an irresistible balance that's both captivating and authentic. Let me share an example. A woman I know, Maya, has a way of making everyone around her feel at ease. She moves with purpose but never rushes, speaks thoughtfully but with warmth, and listens as if every word matters. Men are drawn to her, not because she's trying to impress them, but because her feminine energy makes them feel inspired and connected. This is the essence of feminine energy. It's not about perfection or pretense. It's about embracing who you are and allowing your natural radiance to shine through. Finally, remember that your feminine energy isn't just for him, it's for you. When you embody this energy, you feel more connected to yourself, more alive, and more confident. It's a gift you give to the world, and it will naturally attract the right kind of attention from him. Stay with me, because the next silent move will show you how to tie all of these elements together, creating a presence that's truly unforgettable. This journey is building towards something extraordinary, and I can't wait to share what's next. 10. Cultivating Self-Assurance. Ladies, we've reached the final silent move, and let me tell you, it's the foundation of everything we've talked about so far. Cultivating self-assurance is the ultimate key to attracting him effortlessly. It's not about being perfect or flawless. It's about owning who you are, embracing your unique journey, and radiating confidence from the inside out. So, what does self-assurance really mean? It's the quiet, unwavering belief that you are enough. It's knowing your worth without needing external validation. And here's the most beautiful part. When you truly believe in yourself, others can't help but believe in you too. Let's start with where self-assurance comes from. It begins with self-awareness, understanding your strengths, your passions, and even your imperfections. When you embrace every part of yourself, you cultivate an inner confidence that can't be shaken. This doesn't mean you stop growing or evolving. It means you approach life with curiosity and a deep sense of self-respect. Here's how this translates into attraction. Men are naturally drawn to women who are grounded in themselves. A self-assured woman doesn't chase attention or try to prove her worth. Instead, she simply is. This quiet confidence is magnetic because it feels real and rare in a world that often prioritizes appearances over authenticity. But self-assurance isn't just about mindset, it's about action. When you take care of yourself, prioritize your well-being, and pursue your passions, you send a clear message: I value myself, and I'm not afraid to show it. This kind of self-respect creates a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to see and appreciate your worth. For instance, imagine you're on a date. Instead of worrying about whether he likes you, focus on whether you like him. Ask yourself, does this person align with my values? Do I feel comfortable and respected in his presence? Shifting your perspective like this puts you in the driver's seat, and that's where true confidence lies. Another key to cultivating self-assurance is setting boundaries. A confident woman knows her limits and isn't afraid to communicate them. This doesn't mean being rigid or unapproachable. It means valuing your time, energy, and emotions enough to protect them. When you set boundaries with grace, you show him that you respect yourself, and that makes him respect you even more. Now, let's talk about the role of Stoicism in self-assurance. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of the rest. When you embody this mindset, you free yourself from the need to please others or seek their approval. Instead, you center your energy on your own growth, happiness, and peace. This quiet strength is the core of self-assurance, and it's absolutely irresistible. Here's an example. A woman named Sarah once shared that she used to overthink every interaction, wondering if she'd said the right thing or made the right impression. But when she began practicing self-assurance, everything changed. She started focusing on her passions, treating herself with kindness, and trusting that the right people would be drawn to her authentic self. Not only did her confidence skyrocket, but she also noticed that men started approaching her in a completely different way, with respect, admiration, and genuine interest. This is the power of self-assurance. It's not loud or boastful, it's quiet, steady, and deeply magnetic. Finally, remember that self-assurance is a journey, not a destination. It's about showing up for yourself every day, even when it's hard. It's about celebrating your wins, learning from your challenges, and trusting that you are enough just as you are. And here's the best part. When you cultivate self-assurance, you don't just attract him, you attract the life you deserve. You become the kind of woman who lights up every room, inspires others, and creates meaningful, lasting connections. Reflecting on this journey. Ladies, we've come to the end of this incredible journey through the 10 powerful silent moves that attract men effortlessly. But let's take a moment to reflect. These moves, subtle eye contact, graceful body language, a magnetic smile, confidence in silence, dressing with intention, light touches, genuine presence, harnessing mystery, feminine energy, and cultivating self-assurance, are more than just techniques. They are expressions of the powerful, radiant, and authentic woman you already are. Here's the truth. Attraction isn't about being someone you're not. It's about unlocking the natural magnetism within you. These silent moves are your tools, not to manipulate or play games, but to celebrate who you are and share that energy with the world. Each move is a reminder that your presence, your essence, and your energy are enough. But here's the real magic. These moves don't just attract him, they empower you. They remind you to trust yourself, to be present in every moment, and to embrace the balance between strength and softness. They help you align with your inner love, Stoic, a woman who embodies calm confidence and authenticity. So, as you step back into your life, remember this. The most captivating thing about you isn't what you say, but how you make others feel. And when you combine these moves with your unique energy, you become unforgettable. The challenge. Now I want to leave you with a challenge. Start small. Choose one of these silent moves and practice it today. Notice how it feels, how people respond, and how it transforms the way you connect. Little by little, these shifts will create big, meaningful changes, not just in how men perceive you, but in how you perceive yourself. If you found value in this video, like it and comment number 1 to let me know which move resonated with you the most. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss another tip to unlock your confidence, elevate your presence, and create deeper connections. And if you know someone who would benefit from this journey, share this video with them. It might just be the spark they need. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm so proud of you for stepping into your power and embracing the incredible woman you are. Here's to love, growth, and the beautiful adventure ahead. Until next time, stay radiant, stay true, and keep shining. You've got this.